Ghost of Tsushima is overrated. That's right, I said it. It just is. Alright, calm down, put your pitchforks away. I'm not saying the game is bad by any means. However, when it came out in 2020, people claimed this game is one of the best games of all time. It just isn't. I'm sorry to tell you that. However, I'm not saying it's bad. On Metacritic, it sits on 83. I agree with that score. I think that's quite a good score. However, the 92 user score? Well, no, that's just way too high for this game. Don't get me wrong, this game goes from a 10 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10 just by having Uncle in this game. I hate that guy so much. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I chose to play this game on lethal like a maniac, and I will regret that decision oh so many times. The game starts off with Jin Sky getting his ass whooped by Big Daddy Khan and his uncle being, well, what seems like getting killed, but I'll tell you now, he doesn't, he just gets kidnapped. We then get saved by this random woman called Yuna, and I'll be honest with you, I still don't know why she saved us, but hey, how she did. We then pick up our long lost sword, where once Jin, looks at the blade, he gets a flashback of his uncle, just like I do. I realised very quickly why this was called lethal difficulty. Chop chop. That was quick. Jin then decides to be the hero and decides to storm the entire castle where his uncle's being kept by himself. Great idea. Duh. That ends up finishing very quickly, as you expect, with Big Daddy Khan handing us our ass back to us very quickly.
Enough. Surrender. Show your uncle how easily he can bring peace to your home. Save yourself.
The game then actually finally starts, properly, and Yuna decides to teach us how to perform stealth kills, but Jin decides to have a panic attack because, oh no, this isn't the way of a samurai. You can't stealth kill. There's no honor in this. And all that gibberish that, his uncle told him.
When we fight, we face our enemy head on. And when we take their life, we look them in the eye with courage and respect. This is what makes us samurai.
The game then officially does tell us that, the uncle didn't die and all that stuff, but I already told you that, so you already know that, and you believed me, so... Another trophy! We then meet Sensei Ishikawa. I'll summarize his entire storyline for you within 2 seconds. Basically, big man with a bow, betrayed by his student. He very annoyed. He asks us for help. That's his entire storyline. You're welcome. Yeah, we then decide to, attack this entire camp filled with archers. Archers will become the bane of my existence, I tell you this now. But yeah, enjoy this little death compilation of me, which you'll get a few more of later down in the video. But yeah, that works. Okay. 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 After completing that camp, I decide to, let's go do another camp. And basically, the game introduces us to a system called duels in this camp, and it's basically a big boss that you fight. You get the gist. Enjoy. That was badass. They come out to fight me out here.
Kill Lady Masako. Tell me where she is.
We then meet Lady Masako. Once again, I'll explain her storyline in about 5 seconds for you, don't you worry. Woman, her entire family gets killed. She gets very annoyed. Finds out that the Mongols didn't do it, but instead the Japanese. In fact, her sister, spoiler, wow. She gets very upset. End of story. We then do what is regarded as a mythic fight, basically a fight with a bigger boss, which unlocks us like a special skill. This skill is called a Thunder Strike, where you kind of go whoosh through an enemy. I don't know how else to explain it to you. But yeah, enjoyed the fight. I died a few times on it. So yeah, passed. We've established. Yeah.
Ha! Lord Shiva.
Oh. You know what? Yeah, let's revive. Never mind.
Ha! Lord.
I think I did it. One more.
I've got it. The heavenly strike couldn't save you.
We then meet this guy called Ryozo, which is Jin's long friend, and he's now the leader of the Straw Hats. Basically, what we're doing is we're gathering allies to be able to attack the castle, to save our uncle. But yeah, anyways, this is Ryozo. I'm sure he's a good guy and he does nothing wrong. I then get killed by archers. Yeah, more than once, a few times, but you know, that's nothing new around here anymore, is it? Ow. Ow. Okay. Oh my days. After dying a few times and then eventually actually finishing the camp, we basically help Ryozo, and he basically says, "Yay, I'll help you now because you helped me." You get the idea. We now meet a guy called Kenji. Kenji's a thief. I don't know what else to tell you about it. He's just a thief. There's nothing special about him. Actually does do something important later down the line, but you'll see that when we get there. We then sneak around this entire camp, basically in the idea that we find Taka, which is Yuna's brother. Basically, I don't know what else to tell you. That's all we're doing. We're sneaking around, following this guy, and you know we find Taka in the end. There you go.
Yuna.
Taka! What did they do to you? You're safe now.
We need to move.
Yeah, we basically then just end up in this village having to protect these people, and because we are such good fighters, ignore all the deaths prior to this. They don't know this, you do. Keep it between us. They decide to call me Ghost because, you know, I'm so good, and that's, you know, where the title of Ghost of Tsushima. I'm sure you figured that part out.
I've never seen a samurai fight like that. It was nothing.
You are more than a samurai. He is a vengeful spirit, back from the grave to slaughter the Mongols.
Big Daddy Khan then basically tells Uncle that he's not just planning to take over Tsushima, but the entire of Japan. Taka then creates us a grappling hook because, you know, well, why not? And basically allows us to just, you know, climb buildings, swing off roofs, swing off trees. You know what grappling hook's for. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. And in case you don't know what grappling hook is for, well, there you go. Beautiful example. There you go. You know, see, I swing off a tree, land on a rock. It's a grappling hook. But yeah, we're now clearing these hostages and basically clearing out this entire camp, which Ryozo basically says, "Oh yeah, you've helped me again. I'll definitely help you now." Which I'm sure he'll keep his promise. There's no reason to doubt him whatsoever.
I'm not gonna believe this. It doesn't make any sense. What doesn't? My men said the Mongols didn't hurt them. They fed them. Good food, too. No wonder they were singing like...
I might have forgot to press record 5 minutes into the stream here, so, you know, it kind of starts in the middle of nowhere. Basically, what we did was all of our allies decided to storm the castle where Uncle is to help Uncle. And would you look at that? Ryoza is against us. What a surprise. Who would have predicted this? Oh no, Ryoza's a boss. He does whoop my ass a few times, so enjoy, once again, a death compilation. Jesus, calm down. No!
Ghost.
Red.
No! Enough! It's not too late. Help me save our home. It belongs to them now. Ryuzo. He's here! The samurai is here!
We didn't save our uncle, turned out he's all good and well, but, you know, I regret this part. I wish we just left him here, honestly, I really do. Yeah, then basically me and uncle just got around slaughtering everyone else that's left, and yeah, they have a happy family.
We will win this war. As samurai.
We then officially see that Big Daddy Khan has recruited Ryozo, and they are now working together, you know. Big betrayal, who would have expected this? Yeah, there's nothing else to say, it's just a big betrayal. Yeah, me and Uncle then decided to invade the surrounding camp. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why, I genuinely can't remember. But basically, I die a lot of times, so I'm just going to speed this entire process up, because it is not entertaining whatsoever. Where basically then Yuna meets Uncle, and they basically decide that, yes, they'll help each other as long as she gets benefit out of it. In other words, Taka's safe and they get to go home in the end. That's basically it. We then meet Norio. Norio honestly is my go. I love this guy to bits. I will die and bleed for this man. He can be my uncle over my actual uncle, because he's just a go. Right, that's all I can say about Norio. Anyways, we help Norio clear out some enemies, and basically Norio gets happy and says, you know what, I'll help you. You know, the general idea. Well, we now enter Act 2 and basically help Ishikawa a bit more in order to guarantee that he'll help us out. Basically, we just try and look for a student that obviously is now helping the Mongols to, you know, try and kill us. That's basically all that's happening. There is genuinely nothing more for me to explain to you. We then return to Taka and Yuna's birth home and basically say, oh, look, you're in danger, help us, we'll help you type of situation. But they kind of go, no, 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 you're wrong, we won't do anything, good luck. And yeah, basically tell us to go do one. Which, you know, is very lovely, seeing as that we are literally about to save them. So yeah, we decide to basically do it ourselves, and you know, instead of waiting to be attacked, we go attack this camp, and well, yeah, it goes kaboom kaboom, as you can see. Me and Yuna then decide to get drunk, because why not? I'll be honest with you, just why not? We wake up and realize that we're being attacked, so it's time to kick some ass. Basically, all that's. Oh yeah. No mind, I'm just one shot. Get away from me. We eventually meet the leader himself of this entire like little war clan, and we basically have a duel with him. I'll skip this entire fight, it's very boring, nothing much happens. Basically, we unlock something called the Ghost Stance now, which means we get to one-shot people and basically make them very scared and terrified. I don't know what else to tell you.
People of Yarikawa, hunt every Mongol to the last.
Yeah, everyone basically now declares me as their leader. As they rightfully should. God damn, I'm saving this entire island single-handedly. Big Daddy Khan then basically says that Ryoza has to kill me because I'm killing too many of his soldiers, and he's basically sick and tired of my ass whooping all his people, which I just think he should get better soldiers, because, you know, I'm single-handedly destroying this entire army. Something called a goat.
It's done. Yarikawa will join our fight, but I have.
Yeah, Jin then decides to become a poet and write a haiku, which is one of the collectibles in these games, and I'll tell you what, I get it, the first 2 or 3 are quite cinematic and nice, but after that I'm just sick and tired of them, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we then unlock the trophy for basically discovering the Thieves' Den, and in the Thieves' Den we find Kenji. Wow, what a surprise, a thief in the Thieves' Den. And yeah, we help Kenji because his ass is getting ambushed. That's basically all that happens. I saved Kenji's ass too many times in this game.
Why risk your life over trifles?
Not trifles. I need food, money, a warm fire.
You helped me save Taka. Delivered medicine to people in need.
Yeah, that was heroic, wasn't it?
You have a talent, Kenji. It's time you use it. For the sake of our island.
Of course.
Yeah, me and Uncle then decide to take a boat over to this island to basically clear our camp. I don't know, don't ask why. Apparently we're being invaded, but then we're inviting people. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, we get to use something called a Hwacha here, which is actually really fun. It's just this machine which shoots a bunch of fire arrows and exploding arrows. And yeah, it's quite nice.
Axe ships are faster. Our men are defenseless.
No. They have us. We have Hwacha.
A weapon of the enemy, not samurai.
Yeah, this is exactly why I hate Uncle. Oh no, don't use the Hwacha, it's not the samurai way. Let all our people die. Like, brother, just shut up.
Saving our people is all that matters.
You know how to fire this.
I'll learn.
I knew we would. You continue to prove the Mongols are not unstoppable.
You taught me to fight. I couldn't disappoint you.
And you never have. I am proud of the warrior, the man you have become. Jin, my message to the Shogun included an announcement. I wish to formally adopt you as my son.
Yeah, we officially unlock all ghost weapons, which are like special weapons that you can use: AK bombs, kunais, smoke bombs, you know, you name it. They're all there, you get the gist. Then Jin decides to go back home to basically, I don't know, reminisce or whatever before the big fight, where he tries to get his dad's armor, because, you know, his dad died. What else better than, you know, write a haiku about your dad, Jin? Great idea. Yeah, we basically just get a trophy for getting our dad's armor, and then we go speak to our uncle and basically say, hey, look, uncle, we need to kill Ryozo because he's becoming a threat. And uncle says, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let's go attack Ryozo and the entire Mongol Empire. You know, good idea. I love them.
Sakai! Wait! Shh! You give us away. I won't let you do this alone. If Yuna won't come with you, then I have to.
Oh, what about us?
Trained for this. In Yarikawa, you said we can save our home if we stand together. I stand with the ghost. I can't pit you against Mongols. If anything happened, at least let me create a distraction. Draw some of them away.
So yeah, Taka basically decided to help us invade this entire place. We end up finding Ryozo, but you know, I'm sure Taka helping us out won't backfire in any way whatsoever.
Yes. I made sure you'd know where to find me. The Khan wants to meet you.
Yeah, we basically find out that it was all a trap and they wanted us to come in order to capture us, so now I'm captured and so is Taka. I'll let the rest play out. Enjoy. Does he stab him? He stabs him, doesn't he? He stabs him.
Run.
That's Taka.
We should go.
With the Khan.
There's nothing more we can do here.
I need to bury my brother.
I'll help you.
swore I'd give him a good life. Keep him safe. This isn't your fault. It's mine.
No.
So yeah, attack is now dead, and basically we decide that now is the best time to gather allies and attack the entire Mongol Empire. But yeah, that doesn't go as planned basically, and then Uncle being Uncle argues with us, and yeah, you'll see what happens. It will pick up 2 trophies very quickly whilst going into this fight. One for getting 20 kills with the ghost stance, and the other for unlocking all stances officially, which basically meant we had to kill, I think, like 30 leaders in total. That's basically all we had to do.
Run, cowards! Jin! What are you doing? Clearing the way. Not like that. Never like that. Face them as a warrior with honor, not a monster. It's all they understand. Terror is not the weapon of a samurai.
Yeah, it's around here where my hatred for Uncle really starts to grow. Not only did he just tell us that the way we want a fight is incorrect because it's not the samurai way, he then basically let our people die and said, you know what, we won't help him, we will do something else. So yeah, Jin basically just decides to sneak through this entire place, find poison, because I'm sure Uncle will be thrilled that we're killing them with poison all their drinks, and basically watch the madness happen. And believe it or not, we end up finding Ryozo again, because the guy just won't leave us alone.
No. I could have killed you earlier. Instead, I convinced the Khan to give you a chance.
He murdered Chaka.
And you slaughtered my men. I've lost everything. Except you. We can defeat the Mongols together.
After everything you've done!
Tell the people I was your spy. Sent to gain the Khan's trust. They'll believe the ghost.
Stop!
Yeah, so after all that nice talk, we just fight regardless, and well, yeah, we whoop Ryo's ass. So yeah, take that, Big Daddy Khan. What are you gonna do now? I just killed your boy.
Jin. Please.
Goodbye, Yuzo.
Yeah, Uncle then basically discovers that we did all of this and that we used poison, and basically says, no, Jin. No, wrong, bad Jin. Why did you do that, Jin? And yeah, just goes in a little rant and says, you're no longer my son, Jin. And Jin says, okay then, I am the ghost.
Like the enemy.
This is not our way. Your way can't save our people.
The Shogun will demand a head. But it does not have to be yours. I know she drove you to this.
Uncle.
Renounce the ghost. You must blame her for this outrage. Tell them you are Jin Shimura, loyal servant to the Shogun. My heir. My son.
I am not your son. ghost.
And you will be judged for it.
Find the Khan.
So yeah, we then get imprisoned by our own uncle, but look who comes to save the day, Kenji. I told you this guy would come in clutch later on. Like, he's not just a thief. Brother's saving our life right now. Basically, yeah, he saves us. We then escape through this entire area, climb on a horse, and just dash for our life. That's basically all we do here.
Forgive me, Kage. We have to reach Ken. Yuna's waiting for us. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you.
So yeah, unfortunately our horse died, which actually probably is the most heartbreaking thing this entire game. Regardless, we are now in this burned down village. We have to sneak around all these enemies and then basically escape. Once again, we basically nearly end up dying, and guess who saves our ass once again? You guessed it, Yuna.
Come on, stupid horse.
Yuna? Is that you?
I wasn't sure you'd wake up.
I thought I wouldn't. The Mongols used my own poison on me.
How did they get it?
I don't...
Basically all that happened now is Yuna saved our life. We end up now being in some snow camp, and basically all our allies are here. We all decide that, okay, it's time to actually take on Big Daddy Khan. But we are like, you know what, Jin, maybe let's try your uncle. Maybe he'll be a nice guy and help out. So Jin decides to sneak in into the castle and basically just leave a message for his uncle saying, hey uncle, please help. I'm gonna fight Big Daddy Khan, please.
He's here. Guards!
Uncle, forgive me for not facing you in person. The Khan's fleet has gathered at Port Izumi. His ships are loaded with poison that will devastate the Shogun's army. But when the next storm arrives...
We now invade the place where Big Daddy Khan lives, and yeah, as you guess, Big Daddy Khan is a dual fight at the end. And let's just say he whoops my ass a few times. You know, the fight maybe took me about 7 hours in total, but you can't prove that, so we'll just say it took me 10 minutes and I first tried everything.
All this death. Because you and your uncle would not surrender. I offered you peace, and you chose war. Now, the people of your mainland will suffer. You will never leave this island.
Yeah, so I die maybe once or twice, you know, maybe 3 times. Okay, I die a few times, fine, whatever. Okay, that's a new
Already you're
attack. Are we greedy? Oh, I was a side. Oh, that was a red. I thought that was gonna be a block.
Your people will
Dodge. Dodge. Sidestep. Yeah, I don't know who sat and designed this fight, but I want their names, because who thought it was a great idea to give this guy a face to? And let me tell you, don't get me wrong, I understand, I was extremely underleveled and underpowered for this fight. It was my own fault that I kind of speedran this main storyline. But this fight is ridiculous. This should not be a thing. I hated this with an absolute passion. I did this till about 4 a.m., went to sleep, woke up at about 9 a.m., and then did it again. No, it doesn't. Okay. No, I dodged. I dodged.
Cut him down!
What now? Great. All of that one. Be a guy towards my head. Right. I don't know why I went. But yeah, like I said, after struggling the night prior to that, when I did get up after sleeping, I did manage to do him after like 4 attempts. And well, yeah, I was so happy. I don't think I could ever be so happy in my life.
We will be remembered forever. No, you will be forgotten.
This is yours. You belong to everyone.
The Ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders. To defend themselves. With poison. A gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
Yeah, so Uncle decided to basically invite us to, have a chat, but instead he was like, you know what, I've come for your head, you're gonna die. But I was like, you know what, Uncle, no, you're gonna die. But yeah, I might have died a few times on this fight, just because the guy's absolute menace. He's lightning quick. But I did defeat him in the end, so, I win, Uncle, you lose. No, I got... Oh, I pressed too early. Yeah. Ow. Damn, you went for a red.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
With a warrior's death.
Well, oh well.
Find me in the next life.
I will.
All that was left now is to basically clean up all the trophies, which, as you can see, there was tons of them. All it involved was cleaning out every single camp and basically the entire region, doing everyone's side quest, which, by the way, is way too long. That itself took me basically like 2 days of just doing side quests, and then just some random miscellaneous trophies. That's basically all that was left.
Blades need work. Let me be of use.
I should compose more poems.
Yeah, during the cleanup, I also encountered a few, I don't know if to call them bugs or glitches, but Norio. A lot of them were to do with Norio. The guy was just bugging everywhere. I mean, the guy learned how to fly, teleport, but yeah, just look at everything that was happening.
Come here and fight!
You that rage blind you to the true enemy. You that rage blind you to the true enemy. Tell me who you really are.
People will have to shield their...
And the final trophy just required us to dress up as the legendary Sly Cooper, which unlocked the Platinum Trophy for us. And as always, if you did enjoy, don't forget I stream all my playthroughs, so you can pop down either on Twitch or on YouTube. And I also decided that, you know, if this video does get 10 likes, I will do Ghost of Yotei on Lethal, which, you know, just sounds like a dream come true to me. And as always, if you did enjoy, hit that subscribe button, because at the end of the day, if we hit 100 subscribers, I have to spin the Souls-like wheel, and whatever it lands on, I have to plan them and make a video of. Thank you for watching, and peace.